What's going on, guys? Devil's Advocate Boxing here. I want to talk a little bit about Manny Pacquiao and his upcoming fight with Brandon Rios. When I first heard about this fight, I was kind of, not upset about it, but, I was like, this is another bullshit fight. It's another fight where they're going to try to, resurrect his career and make him look like the Manny Pacquiao of old. And, there's nothing wrong with that. To be honest with you, I love watching Manny Pacquiao beat the shit out of people. Love it. High volume, fast feet. Whenever he's in a fight, it's going to be fireworks. And that's awesome. How can you not like that? And then, as the fight got a little bit closer, I started thinking about it a little bit more. And I started listening to other people's videos, the prediction videos. And, a lot of people are saying because of that knockout that he came off of, that, he might lose this fight. This is a 50-50 fight. Brandon Rios is young. He's tough. Obviously he's got a great chin. He hits hard. He's going to outweigh Manny Pacquiao. He's coming up in weight, so he won't have to kill himself trying to make weight. So, I start to think, maybe this might be a good fight. Like I said, I'm listening to everyone else's prediction videos. They're saying it's going to be tough. That knockout that he suffered is going to affect him. And, he's going to show up as a different Pacquiao. He's going to be gun-shy, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like that is the general consensus now, is that this is going to be a very tough fight for him. And I hear it everywhere. It's an increasing trend to say that Brandon Rios is going to beat Manny Pacquiao. Okay? And I'm not going to lie. For a little bit, I started to believe the hype. And I started to say, you know what? Yeah, Brandon Rios, he's got a shot. To be honest, I never thought he had a shot. If Pacquiao comes in as the same Pacquiao that was fighting Marquez before he got knocked out, he will turn Brandon Rios' face into mush within 5 rounds. Okay? So, basically, what most people are banking on is the fact that Manny Pacquiao just got knocked out, vicious knockout, and that, he's getting older, and most fighters don't come back the same way once something like that happens. And, it's true. That's one of the first things when I was growing up and I would talk to my dad about boxing. He would always tell me how all these fighters, no matter how great they are, they always overstay their visit. They always fight a couple fights longer than they should have, and they end up getting knocked out, and they think it was a fluke, so they fight again, and they get knocked out again. Before you know it, they got knocked out in their last 3 fights. By the time they retire, they're a shell of their former self. But as of recently, the more I think about it, because I'm a realist, the more I think about it, I don't think Brandon Rios has too much of a shot in this fight. I mean, we all know stylistically, on paper, Pacquiao, like I said, Pacquiao should just annihilate him. You got one guy who is a boxer puncher. He's very fast on his feet. He uses angles. He's never going to stand right in front of you. He's always going to, either come in real fast and get the fuck out of there, where he's gonna dance around. Um, and then on the other hand, you got a Mexican warrior, a guy who is gonna come straight at you. He gets hit in the face as if he doesn't even mind, and he doesn't have too much boxing skill. Brandon Rios does not have too much boxing skill at all. Okay. So like I said, on paper, you know, it looks like Pacquiao should just destroy him. And it's the same with every single fight. Just like the Floyd Mayweather Robert Guerrero fight when it was first announced. Everyone was, oh, blah blah blah, fuck this. This is a stupid fight. Floyd Mayweather's a pussy. And as the fight gets closer and closer, and you start to see All Access, or in this case 24/7, they start to hype these guys up, and you look at how confident they are, and as the fight gets closer, a lot of people start saying, you know what, maybe he does have a chance to win. Maybe this fight will be good. But in this case, I ain't believing the hype. Sorry, I'm not gonna believe it. Okay. First of all, let's look at the variables here. The Pacquiao fans are saying, Manny Pacquiao has been knocked out before. This is nothing new to him. And, he got knocked out before, and he was better than ever after those knockouts. And then you got the Pacquiao haters, and, I'm going to take that back. Not even the Pacquiao haters, just the realists, the people that are being real with themselves. And they're saying that Pacquiao will never be the same. That knockout is going to change him forever. This is what I think. To the Pacquiao fans, yeah, he got knocked out before, but he got knocked out to the body. That's completely different. That's like, when he got knocked out to the body, he got hit with a good shot, probably got the wind knocked out of him, and he just didn't want to get up. He didn't want to continue fighting. Okay, there was no head trauma. There was, nothing like that going on. In this situation, he was knocked out cold, okay? I mean, I still cringe when I see that shot in slow motion. It looked like his neck bent. That's how hard he got hit. Okay, so most likely he is going to be affected by that knockout. Okay? A knockout to the body is completely different from when your brain smashes against your skull and you lose consciousness and they have to, break they got to break smelling salts in order to wake you up. Okay? But for some reason, the way I look at Pacquiao, even though that may physically change you a little bit, that might have slowed down his reflexes, that might have a long-term effect on him. The biggest thing that messes with people when they get knocked out like that is their confidence. They're gun shy. They always feel that punch. Every time they go to do, what they usually do, it's going to be in the back of their head that they could be hit like that again. And especially with Manny Pacquiao, his fighting style, the way he likes to, bounce around and then jump in real quick and, hit you with a combination. Well, most of the time it's just a straight left. He goes feint, then jab left. But, yeah, that's basically what messes with you the most is your confidence, okay? But for some reason, I just have a feeling that Manny Pacquiao is not the type of guy to lose his confidence over something like that. I don't know. I got a gut feeling that tells me that he's going to have no worries. He's going to go into this fight uh, the same way he's always fought, which is, reckless, awesome to watch, but reckless. And you know, even if even if he does that and he fights the same way he always does Brandon Rios really have the timing and the accuracy to capitalize on something like that the way Marquez did? I don't think so. I really don't. And even if Pacquiao's confidence is ruined and he's a little more cautious, I think that may help him. In this situation, that may help him out a little bit. If he's a little more calm, if he stays back, stays on the outside, and just tries to box a little bit more rather than ambush someone every, you know, every 10 seconds, that might be okay. That's probably enough to beat a Brandon Rios. We all know Pacquiao's fast. Regardless of what the haters want to say, he's got some obvious boxing skill. Um, he's got a lot of movement. He can, dance around on the outside and, just pop Brandon Rios' stationary ass whenever he wants. Okay? And, to be honest, there's only two ways I see this fight going. And that's one, Pacquiao comes in as the Pacquiao of old and he just brutalizes Brandon Rios. And there's either going to be a stoppage or Brandon Rios is just going to take it for 12 rounds. And then the only other way I see it is if Pacquiao is ruined and his confidence is shot and he's not the same, I still think that he will box Brandon Rios to a close decision. I mean, Pacquiao's movement, I just don't see Brandon Rios being able to knock Manny Pacquiao out with the type of movement that Manny Pacquiao has. And even if it's a close decision, you guys got to think about something. This isn't China, okay? This is Bob Arum's cash cow. This fight is made strictly to try and make Manny Pacquiao... Fuck, man, I can't even speak today. Try to make Manny Pacquiao look good again. That's all this fight is for, okay? If you guys haven't noticed. And some people complain about it, but come on, guys, let's be honest. Everyone's saying, why the fuck is Manny Pacquiao fighting Brandon Rios? Brandon Rios just came off a loss. You know what? Manny Pacquiao just came off of 2 losses too. Alright? So, I really don't understand all the hate that's going on, why people are trashing this fight. Yeah, stylistically it's a mismatch, but we don't know how Pacquiao's going to turn out. It could be tough. But in my opinion, I do not see Manny Pacquiao losing. I'm not going to buy into the hype that this is going to be a tough fight or that Brandon Rios is going to knock Manny Pacquiao out. I'm not going to believe it. So if you want my honest opinion, my final thought, my final prediction is that Manny Pacquiao is going to win this fight by unanimous decision. Alright, now that that's out of the way, there's another issue that I want to speak on. And that is, once again, how much of a scumbag Bob Arum is. Alright, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I heard somewhere that in China, this pay-per-view is only going to cost $5. Okay? And I can smell the bullshit even before it happens. Okay? Mayweather always had that, that excuse that he makes a lot more money than Pacquiao. His numbers, he does a lot better than Pacquiao, number-wise, pay-per-view-wise. And we're talking about 1.7 billion people in China, okay? Not only that, we're talking about a pay-per-view that's going to cost them $5, and we're still going to have to pay 70 for it. 70, 60, whatever it is for HD. To me, that's that's borderline treason. I mean, honestly, how the fuck is he going to try to sell us a pay-per-view? Two guys that just came off losses for $60, and he's openly giving it to the Chinese for $5. You know, let's say, what's the pay-per-view record right now? 2.4 million, De La Hoya Mayweather. I could completely see Bob Arum coming out once the numbers come in, talking about that. Oh, this made over 15 million views or some bullshit like that. And they're going to try to bait Mayweather into the fight and say that Pacquiao is the new pay-per-view king and blah, blah, blah. I think it's bullshit. I think it's complete bullshit. I'm definitely not. I mean, I'm going to watch the fight. I wouldn't miss it. But I ain't buying it. And I don't think you guys should buy it either. But anyways, yep, that's just my opinion. Leave a comment, subscribe. Peace.